Welcome along then to Saturday. Saturday, you know what that means. It is opening round time for this week's GP event. And that GP event comes from the Great Britain event. So remember, we've got 4 races. There you go. 4 races coming up in this video. So make sure to watch every single race and then go and attack your qualifying. And hopefully you will do what I do because we're going to score big. If I score low, then simply don't do what I do. But we're going to give you the best hints and tips strategy as we race through, and hopefully we can get some big points. So we know we've got Hamilton, Norris, Russell all boosted, and this is what we're running. We are not running that. Let's try and upgrade our team. So we're going to go on to Hamilton Epic level 4, and so it's not point. Actually, it probably is our best team. Hamilton will go in. I think it's going to be Sergio Perez. That's the driver that we are missing. So Sergio comes in. There you go. Knew it weren't far off anyway. George Russell doesn't really fit at all. And George Russell level 5. He gets 1 qualifying but 9 race starts. So we're not going to be using him. If I got him up 4, it would be a lot better. Car is good to go. So let's get into our session. Our first races, and there's some difficult tracks today, so we're hopefully going to score big as well. No British GP, that's weird on a Great Britain event as we get some more Russell. So let's get into it. Here we go. It is race number 1. Race number 1 coming from the little bit difficult Austin. So here we go then. First race first, as always. Real matchup in this opening round. Austin. Yeah, it's a bit of a one-stop, a 4 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4. But start can be difficult. We need race start. We're going to get some copper boost this week as well, which is going to be very handy. P13 and P15 is where we start. Now, we're going to have to go soft and mediums. And I'm probably going to just put a bit of frost on. I want the race start and I want the tyres to be able to tack as much as I can. So here we go, race 1. Can we score points? Remember, let me know down below, what 2 drivers are you running today? I want to hear it. What is your combinations? So tell me, Hamilton 9? Never know. So interesting strategy from the rival. They are running double soft, which is a interesting one. And they've got Jin. We're hoping for a good start. It's not the best. It is only P11, so Perez on the mediums has got a good start, and he's up to now P10. Moving forward, Hamilton on the softs. Now, you needed him to get a good start, and he hasn't. We're all about the race start at Austin. It can be very, very difficult. But as you can see, we've took tyre management boost on the hope that we can just push a little bit more throughout this race. Rival doing well, but double softs, so they're going soft mediums or even soft hards, and they're pushing quite a lot as well. So P7... we'll let the rival push as much as they want. If they want to come past, then feel free as they move past. We've got there in the background, you can just see Hamilton coming through on the softs now as well. So P8 and P10. We can push a little bit more than we usually would. So that is in our back pocket. We're not, I mean, we always hope 40 points a race is absolutely fine for us. As we come out of the corner, Hamilton nearly in to P9. Let's push out of here, though. Good place to overtake. And you can see we're already past the rival who's spent his power unit. And now we're on the back of Fernando. So Fernando in P6. We've got actually quite good power unit and tyres here because we've took that tyre boost. And we're going to move ourselves up to P6. Let's see if we can get Hamilton up the inside here. Oh, how about the outside? Even better. P8. So good moves. And Hamilton's all over the rival now as well. Let's push out of this corner. Let's see if we can make a move. Oh, nearly. And we'll cut back down. So just need to keep cutting down as much as we can. This rival's using all of their ability here. And let's push with Hamilton. Let's just get him on the back of that other car. And I don't think he's going to catch up. He's had a pretty poor middle sector as Hamilton. Let's push Perez as well. So Hamilton comes in. Going on to the medium tyres. Perez carries on and moves himself up to P2. Rivals double stacking. That is the problem when you use both cars on the soft tyres. And we're going to get ahead now of that rival. Hamilton, can he get Leclerc? Oh, he can't. P10. Rival's got no power unit left, though. So we can hopefully clear Leclerc here. And we can move on. We'll push Perez now. And there goes Hamilton into P9. Because there's pit stops, we're going to push with Hamilton now. You can see the rival just getting past. Saving some power unit as well. And Perez is in from P2. He's had a good stint. I'm happy with his stint. And I'm happy with Hamilton's stint as he comes around the final corner. Where are we going to be, though? Hamilton's up to P7, Perez up to P6. So, at the moment, we are scoring 37 points. Could do with a couple more positions. Thank you, Perez. He gets into P5. And how about a chance? Oh, he just gets done. I mean, I'm not going to push too hard yet. I'm going to just bide my time here. Because power unit is going to be king. I mean, can we sneak? I mean, this is pretty slow, actually, so let's push. Let's get past the rival. And past Perez. And can we close on this Red Bull's time? Sometimes you've got to just absolutely send it. And that is what we have done here. We're going to try and get past Max Verstappen. Easy. P3. Now we're going to try and get past Sergio Perez. P7. Still got a lap to go after this one. Rival's trying to look after his power unit all the time. You can see that because he's got decent power unit. Let's try and get Perez. And we can get Perez. Great move. Still got good power unit to 30% as well to start attacking. What do we got ahead of us? 2 sets of hards. So let's push a little bit with Perez. Let's try and close that gap. And we're into P2. Let's go, Perez. Can we catch the P1? That would be interesting. That would be good points if we could. And now we're going to try and close up. Where is P1? I mean, it looks like they're quite far ahead, I think. There they are. Only there. Let's push with Hamilton. Can we get another place? We're going to try. We are just going to push here. Here is Perez on Lewis. Try and earn some power unit. It's soft versus hard, though. Can we get P1? Yes, we can. What about P5, though? Come on, you've got to get past Norris here. Yes, you can. Come on, we'll take that. P1 and P5. It is a very solid 44 points to start. So good points in the bag from a tricky Austin. I can sometimes score less than 44 points starting from P2 and P3. But there you go. Rival did the double soft and did the 3-4 quite well, actually. Level 5 for them. And the car was pretty balanced. A little bit more cornering required. So on to race 2 and Spa we go. Difficult matchup and a very difficult track to come. Very low percentage of rain as well. Problem is going to be that it is just so hard to overtake. If it is wet, it's going to be a bit of a problem for us because strategy just does not suit where we start. But let's see. Rival's not a million miles ahead. P9 and P13. In the race, though, it's going to be dry. So we're going to go on to softs. I'm actually going to go on to mediums. I'm going to use SAR just to try it. And I'm going to go on to... What do we need on the front? Going to use Rooster. A bit of race start for us. Let's see. Can we get some good points at Spa? We'll find out. So I'm going to test the 3-3. I can't push massively, but from the back, I'm hoping it could work. We get a good start. That's always a little bit of a bonus. And it's not the best start in the world because we're back down in P16 and P... Wow, we just had a shocker off the start, really, haven't we? There's no more we can really explain about that. Sometimes you get lucky with the first corner. Sometimes you get absolutely shafted. And that is what you call shafted. Because Hamilton moves back to P17. And we're going to try and get past our own car. And we surely... This is where... See, Hutch have messed up the team orders. Like, you used to be able to fly past them. Not anymore. But P16. Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo ahead of us. Still can't get past him. We're going to conserve down. This is going to be tough to score points. Probably even over 30 in this race. But let's see. As we get Bottas. And we're going to go up the inside. Lovely. P13. Can we get another move done? Not quite. There's Perez back down to P18. Not having a great time of it. And now we're going to come back for pit stop with Hamilton. Rivals doing well. I mean, Rivals smashed it. He got a great start by the look of it. We obviously didn't. But here we go, past Alonso. Can we get past? Yes, we can. P11. Mr. Stroll. Surely you're going to get past him easy. Oh, he gets past Ocon with ease. And so do we. So P10 we've moved up to. And we're just saving everything that we've got on tyres as we come in. So can we pit there? Yes, we can. Try and get past Logan. Don't want to get held up by him. And what we'll do is we'll probably come out for hards. We'll go a little bit attacking, shall we? As we're going to take 2 cars and move into P11. And now we're going to conserve up the straight. Don't lose any time up here. You can see we're already back on Daddy Boy Stroll. We need to try and get ahead if we can. There's so many cars ahead though. That is the actual problem. As we move into P17. Let's push Perez as well. Perez can probably just gain a little bit of time without being hurt too much. And there you go, P10. Full power unit as well he should have. As we're now stuck behind Albon. Not a great race this. Very, very difficult. Basically, the race start absolutely is ours. We get absolutely hammered on the pit as well. But we're going to move up to P9. We've got the rival coming out. And we're now going to pit. And we're not going to pit for servicing. So quick pit stop is what we are after. We've gone for the hards. And let's just push with Hamilton now. It's going to be make or break. I mean, at least we're going to be minimum P12 with Perez from what we can see. We need to clear Leclerc if you want to gain some time as quick as we can. We don't. Of course we don't. Charles Leclerc absolutely holding us up. And that is not going to be good for our strategy. Because we could have done with a second or so clear at that point. But he comes in. And now Perez is going to try and... Can he eke some power unit out? There comes the rival who got the good start. And where's Hamilton going to come out? Only P14. So I'll tell you what, so tricky for points, as you can tell. We're trying, we are absolutely trying. But it's quite difficult, as you can see. Not a lot we can do here. As we go round, no we don't go around the outside. Yes, we finally got the inside of Esteban Ocon. We're going to keep pushing here. As now we get Perez past Leclerc. And right on the back of Sainz. Quite a few cars at the minute, hopefully coming into the pits. And Perez has got really good tyres, obviously on the hards with max tyre management with the boost. So he's going to go and look at P7. And he can't get P7 right now. What about Hamilton? Switcheroo. Nope, can't get that either. Here comes the rival pushing on the mediums. That's a brave choice to push hard on the mediums. We do lose position. Let's see if we can get Stroll. And look how quickly the rival just gets past the AI. And we have to struggle past. P9. We're up to P8 now. We're trying to push as much as we can. Is there anyone else we can get? I don't think so. Oh, here comes Leclerc. Back on Leclerc again. Don't think we're going to get him. We are pushing to P7. Can't get that. Can we make a dive up the inside of Leclerc? Yes, we can. We can rescue some more points. It is a solid... Yeah, it's not brilliant. 32. The start absolutely cost us. We went backwards, even with a perfect and a good start. And literally Hamilton got hit hard. It's all about luck at Spa with the start. And we just ran out of it in that race. 5 and 6. Russell for the rival. And, well, they could do a lot better with a car cell. So, our next race, race number 3, comes from Australia. So we need to get some points back because that was a difficult race in Spa. And just bad luck in running, really, is all we can put down to that. But we've got chances to put it right this time around. Hopefully tomorrow we get a bit of wet and we can do something a little bit different. Or we get a good matchup and get a good start. One or the other. P13, P15, Hamilton and Perez. So we're going to go on to the softs and the mediums. I'm going to use Rooster for both because why not? We're going to try and look after some boosts. 2-stop and a 1-stop are coming up. Come on in, here we go. We need 40 points again. We need 47, if I'm honest. We need to capture some points. Definitely, as it's P13, P14, still not getting an amazing start. You can see Perez is absolutely bolted back, and it's a bit carnage out there as well. Let's get a nice little screenshot for that one. And we are going to finally move ourselves up to P8 and P13. So still not having the massive effect that we would have liked, but we're on a one stop, which is quite powerful as Hamilton gets into P7. And we've got the rival pushing as well. We're on the back now of Kevin Magnussen. We're going to go round the outside nearly. Thought about it. Couldn't get that job done. Well, we've got Ocon ahead of us, who we're stuck right behind. And Hamilton now starts to go backwards. Hey, we like to go backwards on this game. Quite clearly. Today is the backwards of days. As Hamilton struggles to get past Verstappen. Perez attacking up to P12. Verstappen probably on the hards or something, and we're going to cut through and move on. P6. Rivals softs running out, and we're going to make a move on him. Got to take your chances when they're presented, and they're presented nicely up to P10. We're going to come back for softs. Then we're going to keep pushing. Got to get some points. It's not the end of the world at the moment. We're still doing okay. We're going to just try and build up that power unit. We've got Perez ahead of us. We've got a Haas that's running really high. Interestingly, that's when you know it's a dodgy day, when Kevin Magnussen is sitting in P4. And we've got to just watch these tyres now because we're on 26%. So we just need to lap where we don't really push too much. Hamilton's coming back out now as well. Verstappen, a little bit of a problem. Let's get past Verstappen. There's Kevin Magnussen, and we're now ahead. Can we get past? No, we can't get past Verstappen. We need to get past Verstappen because he's so slow. Finally, we're through, but we've used a lot of tyre to get past him. So we're going to have to conserve as much as we can, which is not too bad. We're doing it okay at the moment as we get past Leclerc as well now into P9. And we've managed them tyres well. Just going to run out as we enter pit. So he's done a good job there. Hamilton's going to be doing a good job as well. He's going to move up to P6 as Perez comes back out. So Perez got the net position really because we've still got a pit. And now we're out in P11. Got to start moving in this race. We've got to start with getting Hamilton as soon as we get to the overtaking opportunity, which will be here. So we'll push. And we can't get past at the moment. We'll keep pushing though. As Perez takes. But how can we not get past? We are stuck behind everybody today. So one more lap and we'll be in the pits. Here comes Perez down the straight. He's going to get out ahead of Verstappen up to P7. So points are getting better all the time. But we're going to move backwards with Hamilton, of course. Going to gain some power unit back. We're not going to go for it. Where can we get to? P7. See what we got. Hamilton's going to come in. So he's going to move back a few positions. Perez is actually really short on tyres here. 51%. So we can't actually push too much. We've just got to keep looking after. Luckily he's into P5. And Hamilton's coming back out in P6. So we can keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. Especially with Hamilton. Where we're going to get anybody else in the pits. The leader, but we're too far away from him. And now we've got to keep at it. Can we close? We can see a Red Bull ahead. And then we're going to try and just get past. Perez is managing tyres better. And now Hamilton getting stuck a little bit behind Perez. But he's got free flow to the end. There's Hamilton into P4. Don't expect us to catch with our other driver. But now into P3. Can we get P2 as well? Come on. Don't get stuck behind him again. Thank you. We're through. And now Perez is just going to look after. We are going to just push already at the time. We can push a little bit. We've got a big gap. We're going to leave it though. As we get Perez on Perez now. Can we make a move? We're going to just push and risk this. P5. It's a late charge. It's a very late charge. We're not going to get P4. We'll take though P2, P5. We'll take 43. That is a return to some solid points. Because after Spa we're a little bit damaged. But we've hit back pretty hard. 43 points in Australia, what we needed. So let's check the rival out. 1464 for the rival. And that rival had a level 8 Hamilton, level 8 Norris, and decent enough setup too as well. To race 4 then, we move on to Miami. Some more fun, some probably Rooster Booster we'll go with again. But mixed weather, I'm hearing, could be an issue in this race. We'll shortly find out. So, see where we qualify. Hopefully not down in P20. We need to optimise points. And this time, 13 and 16. We'll take it. So, look at the changing intervals of the weather up here. 59, minute 10, 59. Could see rain in this race. We're going to go to Rooster. We're going to look after our boosts. Can we score 40 points again here in Miami? Real player, as always. We're just going to try and overcome them the best we can. But rival about to be readied up by the computer. And here we go. So got to push. You can get a very good start at Miami. That's always the bonus here. You got perfect, but you're going to fly through the pack because it is such a good place. And there you go. Through again. Take a cheeky screenshot. P5 and P6. That is how strong the race start is at Miami. Up to P4 and up to P5. Lovely. Mediums we've got to be a little bit more care of because Perez's tyre management. So if he goes back, he goes back. It's not too problematic. And we're up to P3. Hamilton ahead. And we're into P2. It's a beautiful start. Conserve down the straight. P4 for Perez. He's flying. That is what we need. We've got Lando Norris out front with that 5% boost. Let's see what we can do. We're going to pit this lap. No sign of rain at the moment. We will just pit for servicing as well. We might as well take it as we try and close up on Norris. We could probably not take it, to be honest. Let's not take it. We'll leave Perez on medium. We'll hopefully take the lead. Yes, we will. And we'll hopefully get a good second or a half passed away from Norris. So we hit the straight. Norris just been overtaken as well, which always helps us because the gap now 3 seconds. And we can pit on that. Softs will come in. You can see Perez 33% required. And he's on 35. He'll come for softs. There's no sign of rain at the moment. Hopefully 47 could be on the bank here. Hamilton already out in P4. So that's perfect. He's already up into P4 after a pit stop. And then Perez will conserve. Nearly full management on that as well. Back to medium by the time we get to the end of the straight. Rocket starts. That's what you need at Miami. Great place for starts. Still no rain. Changing every 40 seconds or so. And we're going to come in with Perez then. We'll boost out the final corner. Hamilton will take the lead potentially of this race. And he moves forward. No rain still. Changing after a minute. So we should get some good points here. Definitely should be maybe 1-2. As we're out behind Stroll. Got to get past Stroll ASAP. Come on, Perez. There you go. Through. We go. And we're already on the back of Perez. Flying along. In our super sweet new soft tyres. P3. And we've got Hamilton just ahead of us. Can we sneak up the inside? Not this time. Hamilton making his last pit stop unless the rain does come in. And we'll see if Hamilton does pit. I haven't seen on the stats. He doesn't, so we've got to take this ourselves. So no pit stop, no servicing at the pit stop, sorry. And we're into P1. Hamilton on the mediums coming out P4. Could have a massive opportunity for 47s in Miami. Changing weather. We reminded you last week how to best do changing weather. And we're going to be pretty good to go, I think, in this one. Quite close in P4. We can see the 2 cars ahead who will have to pit. Both on softs. Even the leader, Perez, will pit. And we're going to be very solid. Make sure to hit the like button if you have got this far. And let's get Perez in. So Perez is in, final pit stop. Hamilton's already done the final pit stop. And now Hamilton moves forward. P2 into P1. Perez coming out in P2. You know what that means. We've got a nice gap. Real player as well. We are scoring well in this race. Massive 41 from starting 13th and 16th. 47 even, not 41. But from starting that far back, even as far back as P16, P17, that is big, big points that you get. And we've done this quite easily as well. The race start obviously helps. And you've seen it go wrong in Spa when you don't get the look. But for me now, we're about to start the last lap. And we're going to be scoring back to what we needed. We've made up some points from the bad Spa. And hopefully we're on track for around 340. That is probably the aim, especially with only 5% boost. And the fact that we had that 32-point race. But as we go down the straight, Hamilton is about to take a nice, lovely win. Exactly what we needed. Perez, all good as well. 3, 4 and 5, nowhere to be seen. And that is going to be exactly what we need. But we'll obviously do the second lot of 4 races offline. And then we'll hopefully be back maybe tomorrow for final round, depending on how much chance I get. But Hamilton crossed the line in P1. Perez P2. And that is 47. Rival currently in P9. See if they get P8 in the corner. No, they don't. So it's going to be P9 and P11 for the rival. And let's take a look how that leaves us. So, we'll check out this rival first. 1371 team score. Did well to score the points that they have. Level 7, and a decent enough setup as well. Missing that Virtue. Still 30 points. And then let's go and see how we've done for the 4 races. So 4 races done, 166 points. We dropped 22 points altogether. And obviously you know why. Because that big 32-point drop in Spa. Tomorrow, I don't really know how I improve that. I probably need a bit of wet to try and do it. But hopefully you enjoyed the 4 races. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow for final round.